Why did you do this? Why did you do this interview?
I did this interview because I felt inspired to do it.
How?
Can you please expand on this question?
How did you inspire? Is there something that you saw before which, no, I should do this now? Or did you read similar experience?
Well, not really. I just felt like doing this interview because the theme we were working on was resurrection, or dealing with setbacks in life. And the name that first came to my mind was Jesus Christ, because he is the ultimate example of resurrection or coming back.
How is the ultimate example? Because there are ample examples in other religions of people coming back, messiahs coming back.
Yeah, but he is the most well known, and he is the person who's probably known the most for this kind of coming back. So he'll inspire the most number of people. So that's the reason I thought that I should talk to him.
So how did you know that this is going to happen, or when is it going to happen?
I didn't, to be honest. I just felt that I should do it, and it just went by. It just happened.
Okay, but how was the experience? What was it? What did he come and talk to you? Did he appear beside you? Did he whisper in your ears? Like how it was?
I think you're talking from a very strictly physical sense. And Jesus Christ is not really, embodied right now, as we all know. But he's more in the realm of consciousness. So I would rather say that I didn't really meet him in the physical sense. I didn't see him. There was no such person who came and sat next to me or in front of me. I just felt his presence, and I just received the answers.
But out of all the Christians in the world, why did he speak to you?
Well, I don't think Jesus classifies on the basis of religion. He doesn't choose to speak only to Christians. That is something that is the belief of certain people. I think he speaks to anybody who seeks him out, and that is exactly what he has said. He said 2,500 years ago when he was alive, and I think that is what he has repeated again this time in the interview that he gave to me.
Means that someone else can also experience this?
Of course, all you have to do. Of course they can. You can. Anyone of y'all can.
And if somebody seeks and doesn't find him, then what is the secret? I mean, what was the difference? Why did you find him and not somebody else?
Because I think I did not have any sort of doubt. I was very sure that there was a certain level of confidence and faith. I think that's very important.
So do you think all the people who actually worship him, they don't have faith in him?
I don't know. That you'll have to ask them. How do I answer that question on their behalf?
So how did you know it was Jesus Christ answering the questions?
Right.
I mean, how did you come to know that Jesus Christ was answering, or do you seek him so you know definitely?
Well, I asked questions to Jesus Christ. I received answers, so I'm assuming it was Jesus Christ. And as I said just a while ago that I felt his presence. I felt Jesus Christ's presence and not anybody else's.
Describe the feeling. Was it different, or what was it?
I don't know, different than what, because this is not something that you have.
Different than usual, different than a human being standing next to you.
Of course it was different. I didn't see anybody, but I was still feeling as if I'm having a conversation. I was posing questions and I was receiving answers.
So and
I was receiving answers faster than I could even imagine from a person. So that is why I assumed that this was something that was getting, coming from elsewhere, something that I have not experienced before.
So what was it like? Were you talking aloud to yourself, or how was it, man?
I was writing.
You were writing?
Yes.
Okay.
And did you have the questions in mind already, or they just came?
I just had the first question in mind.
Were you alone?
It was confusion, and it's reflected very clearly in the interview. It was the longest question. After that, the questions get crisper because I have a certain direction that I think I received from Jesus himself.
I think if you would have asked the same questions to another, maybe non-Christian guru, then the answers would be same.
First of all, I would like to say that I don't think Jesus Christ is a Christian guru. Gurus do not really have any religion; they transcend religion. So yes, I think I would have received similar answers, very inspiring answers from any enlightened master, whether it was Jesus Christ, Krishna, Muhammad, Buddha, whoever.
But Jesus Christ does connote Christianity. So when you have an interview with Jesus Christ, doesn't it mean that you're trying to convert people?
Well, Jesus Christ denotes Christianity to people who believe that way. I do not believe that Jesus Christ came only for Christians. In fact, in the times of Jesus Christ, there was no Christianity. So for me, as far as I'm concerned, Jesus was an enlightened master who came for everybody.
So everybody should learn from him.
No, everybody reads everything that is inspiring. Just like Jesus Christ, you should also follow and seek advice from Krishna or from Buddha, as I just mentioned, or Muhammad. All of these people came, they were enlightened masters. They transcended religion. They had some really wise things to share with us. They did. It is up to us whether we look at what they wanted to share with us, or we follow a certain set that was created after they departed.
A lot of people might feel you have done this for controversy's sake.
Well, if you really read the interview, I think your doubts would be put to rest, because all I have really done is reproduce the answers I received, and the answers are as non-controversial as they can get, because what Jesus is saying is wisdom of the ages. This is what all enlightened masters have said, and I think he is really imparting some amazing wisdom. And rather than people looking for controversy, they should try and follow the wisdom that he has given, because it is so relevant in the current context.
So do you think you can seek advice from him again on some other topic that you want? Suppose that you found his advice, and do you think it will happen again?
I'm sure it will happen again. Whenever I need him, genuinely, whenever I feel the need, I'm definitely going to receive answers.
So are you the chosen one? Are you special in some way?
Well, I would say that yes, I am special, as much as you are special. Just like Jesus himself said that the spirit that is in him is in me also. And so, and when he was speaking to me, he was speaking to all of you. And if you want to seek him out tomorrow, I'm sure you will be able to.
So what should we do to do that?
No, that is something that you'll have to look at your inner guidance system and seek out the answers from within. What do you feel? Whom do you want to talk to? If you want to talk to Jesus Christ, if you have a question, and if you think he is the one who will give you answers, I'm sure you will get them.
If it was that easy, everybody would have been enlightened today.
In fact, it is extremely easy. It is the whole concept of it is difficult, and that wisdom is very difficult to access, or God is difficult to access. That makes it difficult.
But why should we believe that this entire interview
It is your choice.
Why should we believe that this entire interview is not a figment of your imagination?
Well, even if it was a figment of imagination, I completely concur that it could have been. This imagination came from him. He was the one who created this imagination.
Then why you? Why not somebody else? I mean,
Exactly.
Simply because I sought him, no one else sought him to ask these questions.
To ask these questions, but people do seek him in for different
And I'm
things.
sure they're receiving answers.
But
I'm certainly not the only one that Jesus has inspired or spoken to. I'm sure there are others whom he's speaking to.
If